Greetings and salutations, my friends. It is I, Maple, with Vault 99 Games. We are here with another Selling Pokemon update. We have hit yet another milestone. And for the video series, this is what we're going to continue with moving forward. Each time we conquer a new milestone, we're going to hit you up with a little update on how the Vault 99 Games store is going. Last time, our first milestone we reached, big moment for us here at Vault 99 Games, the massive warehouse of employees that we have. Just kidding, it's just me and my lovely wife, but we are absolutely working our butts off. We hit $1,000 and said, you know what? Let's do a little video. Let's start the journey, the Vault 99 journey, just talking through where we started, where we picked up from, and where we plan to go. And every time we hit a new milestone, I think every time we hit a new $1,000 sales mark, boom, another video is going to be coming in your face. And that's why we're here today. We have surpassed $2,000 in sales on combined between our eBay store and our TCG player store. Woohoo! Yahoo! The crowd goes absolutely wild. Now it's a big moment for us. Obviously, it's not a massive number, but we want to continue the series, continue the saga. Every $1,000, we're gonna hit the review button, kind of see what's been working for us, what hasn't been working for us, and where we decide to go after each milestone from there. But eventually, you're gonna be popping on the YouTube. You're gonna see us in a brand new store one day, and that's gonna be the milestone. That's gonna be the ultimate goal milestone. And then from there, we'll start the new series, obviously, because the journey doesn't stop there. But here we are. Over the last month, Destined Rivals has come out. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about kind of what we did, where we're at with that. Worked out. That first boom period worked out for us. We're able to make a few sales. Obviously, we didn't have, the capital or the positioning to make big moves, but we did what we could with the avenues that were at least in front of us, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But other than that, we have some slabs coming that we'll kind of get into that. We're finally going to get into the slab market. And with our slabs on the way, we're hoping to get some good grades back. We just sent off another shipment of slabs as well. And then we'll kind of, takes about 3 months for those to come back. And then see if we can make some magic with that. But I would say in total, our journey from $1,000 in sales to $2,000 in sales took a little less than a month, I would say. We got lucky with one pull. We ended up pulling the Team Rocket's Mewtwo 231, the chase card. Boom, pop it up. Hopefully right on your screen there if our editor does it correctly. We ended up pulling that sucker, and also the Ethan's Adventure SIR, I believe. We were able to sell both of those for a decent amount before they started going down a little bit. So that definitely helped out for sure. Close that gap in a quick manner. I think if we wouldn't have had both those sales, definitely would have taken a little bit longer. But we're moving along here slowly but surely. I would say, yeah, about May 20th is when we posted the last video. And that was about like a day or two after we hit that 1,000 mark. And then it's been a little less than a month to hit that 2,000. So we're hoping to hit that 3,000 a little sooner than that. But the big things that's changed for us is obviously the Destined Rivals release. We went through a couple releases now with Journey Together, a little bit of Prismatic. We kind of got in at the end of Prismatic there, and noticed obviously with Journey Together that there was that honeymoon period, that big boom period of the first week when a set drops. Obviously, we're learning as we're going, and so some people watching this video right now would be like, obviously they're a big dummy, that's what happens. But this was new to us, and so we decided for Destined Rivals, because obviously we don't have distribution, we don't have any good hookups and stuff in the industry to get some good prices. So we decided, let's go in on some Destined Rivals, let's get some product, let's rip it, make some content out of it, coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. And then let's post it up as soon as we can. Let's get the play sets out. Let's see what's hot for play sets. What's going to be in the meta. Let's get those out as quickly as possible. Let's try to get some good pools and sell those at a reasonable price as quickly as possible. We ended up doing that. Not something that I would suggest doing. If you're, starting out and stuff like that, it's definitely a risk. It probably wasn't the smartest thing, but the biggest thing for me right now is what I'm trying to do is establish credibility and establish sales history and just sales numbers in general, good quality numbers. And that's what we're trying to do. I was trying to get quick sales, but not like, we're undercutting the market price and not doing ourselves any favor or doing anything, like overpriced or anything like that. Right where the prices need to be, but items that we know are going to sell quick. Very like liquid items, and with Destin Rivals coming out right when it did, of course, it's going to sell super fast. So we're able to snowball a lot of sales for us anyways, a lot of small, medium-sized sales, a couple of those big ones, as I mentioned, the Mewtwo was huge, and then go from there to try to continue to establish credibility. That's where we're at right now. We are very close to getting level 4 for TCG player. Very close. That's exciting. That's been something that we've been grinding on for sure. Gonna consider the TCG Direct program when we meet their criteria. Obviously, we have to get to level 4, and then to also apply for the TCG Direct program, you have to make X amount of sales per month, and I think it's number of sales and amount in sales money wise too. I think it's like a minimum of $600 in sales and 100 items, maybe something along those lines. I don't know specifically, but I glanced at it while we're still working on that. But so once we hit level 4, then we take things to the next level. Got to get those milestones, and then we can apply for the TCG Direct program. Going to try that out. And then I'm really excited about some of the other perks that you get for once you unlock level 4 seller on TCG Player. Listing cards is going to be a lot faster. You could download a whole spreadsheet and just type them all in at once and then re-upload it, and then boom, it gets uploaded super fast. So very excited about that. eBay, I've been doing a few different things with eBay. Been trying some out. It's I was a little late to the party, but the variation listings is something that I just started trying out. It's a little bit more time consuming than what I was doing. For a while there, I was trying to list like 10 products a day when I first started out. List 10 a day on eBay and go from there. Once we started getting more products, I was falling a little bit behind because there was more I wanted to get listed in a day, and I just wasn't able to do that. And so I had seen a bunch of these variation listings on eBay a lot, and I just wasn't sure about them. I don't know if it was they looked intimidating to do or what it really was for me, but I kept seeing them here and there. And eventually I stumbled across a video from this guy who does fantastic work. One of my favorite guys to watch on YouTube in the TCG space. Just gets to the point about his videos, and it's a lot of valuable information. Is Gem TCG, and he had a video, I believe it was him, that basically explained how to do the variation listings. Watched that video and just took it from there, and took some of his advice on listing price and stuff like that too. And yeah, it's been helping out. I made those. It's a little bit more time consuming because you gotta so for instance, one of my variation listings is pick your own EX card from the Scarlet Violet era, right? And so it's just regular EXs, no full arts, no illustration rares, special illustration rares. This specific variation is just EXs, and so there's a lot, right, that you have at a time, because those are pretty common cards, I'd say. So that took a while, taking picture of all of them, getting all of them written down in the variation listing, getting the pricing for all of them, stuff like that. It takes a little bit more time, but the cool thing is that once it's done and it's set up, then it's there, and you could just add and change the quantity, like if you get more of them and stuff like that, which I thought was kind of neat. I don't got to go in and remake a whole nother post and do all that jazz. So we've had some sales on the variation listings. Things have kind of, I don't think they've slowed down. I've changed my pricing a little bit. So for eBay, I was going just a smidge lower, again, to try to build credibility and stuff like that. Now that we've gotten over 50 positive reviews, 100% reviews, I'd say. Let me pull up my page right here. We are kablamo, put it right there, Vault 99 Games, 53 reviews here. All positive. Yeah, baby. All looking good. 100% feedback right now. So I would say getting up to that 50 mark, right around there. I was going a little lower on things. Yeah, so for those first 50 reviews, or trying to get those first 50 reviews, went a little lower. Oh, neat. Actually, just made another sale right now. Nothing crazy, but a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Trying to diversify our inventory a little bit, but I digress. Yeah, so for our first 50, trying to get those first 50 reviews, definitely, listed competitively, I would say. It definitely wasn't like we're giving stuff away for free, but competitively, but at a price where I feel pretty confident that we're going to make quick sales, and we were. Made quite a decent amount of sales. I know we've posted some pictures. I'll see if I can get it up on your screen now of some weekends that we've had with some good stacks of envelopes sending out and stuff. And now I've gotten to a point to where trying to offset more of our shipping goods and shipping prices, and then also as well as tinkering with the eBay ads and stuff like that. So that's another 13% that I'm trying to offset as well. So, we'll bump it up another 13% to try to counteract with that ad price. Just seeing how things go. I think the best thing that you can do is to always be testing and trying different things. Don't be stagnant until even if you find the holy grail of stuff, you still don't want to be stagnant. You want to be testing different things. We've also in this last month have tried out eBay ads, and we've made some sales through them. It hasn't been anything man, every time we put an ad out, we're really selling. For our ads so far, we've had about 4 or 5 of our ad items be sold, and we have 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've had about 15 items ran through the eBay ads, and about 5 of them have sold so far. That's not terrible. I haven't done every single one, but all of our new ones, all of our variation listings, we do have those up now on our ads. So we have in total for our variation listings that are currently up is we have the trainer, full art trainer. So illustration rare, special illustration rare, choose your card. There's 33 of those up on a post. The special illustration rare or illustration rare, just your typical, Pokemon card. We have 52 of those up. And then in the EX singles, there's 130 of those up in the variation listings. And then I'm going to be working on more as well too, EX full arts. And I'm really debating on doing sets. So obviously from Paradox Rift, choose your card, you know what I mean? I don't know if I want to do that yet either, but undecided. But that's kind of where we are with eBay and TCG Player. Hoping to get into the direct program, got to make some more sales. And the eBay, I'm going to keep pushing out the variation listings so far. It's been good. I've made a sale, at least one sale on all 3 of them so far. And looking to get a few more up, hopefully in the very near future. Other things that have changed, trying to hammer down a little bit more in inventory. Let me see if I can get this in the shot without dying. So been trying to hammer on the inventory a little bit more, have some things alphabetized. So I got about 3 of those big guys so far. Working on, so I have them right now. I have all the commons and uncommons split, and they're in the set. And then I have the different games split as well. So I have Lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and Dragon Ball. I don't have a lot of those, so I haven't split those into sets just yet. I have a majority of my inventory, 90 to 85% of it is Pokemon. So I have the Pokemon split into sets, and then I have them split from now Holo and Reverse Holo. So now what I'm doing, I have the commons and uncommons split into set. Now I'm splitting the Holos into set, and I'm splitting the Reverse Holos into set. Then I'll alphabetize them as well. So as TCG player starts ramping up, and I'll put my prices up a little bit more once we get to that level 4. Then it'll be like, it's already not too bad right now because the orders aren't like, we don't have 50 orders a day, you know what I mean? It's not super crazy, but it'll make it a little bit easier. Flip through, alphabetized and set and stuff like that. It'll be a lot easier to do that. So we've been, I would say, excuse me, taking our inventory very seriously, working on that, trying to get that really hammered out. I would suggest doing that for anybody else trying to get involved. Really, if to tell yourself how serious you're going to take this thing. And if you're going to take it as far as you could possibly take it, put the time in and get your inventory set up, get it looking nice and purdy and organized. As far as for our sales and stuff, mystery packs haven't done super well on those, not gonna lie. Sold one when we first did it and thought, hey, might be something here. Sold one right off the rip and have not sold one since. That was about 2 months ago now, I think. I did a it was a Wizards of the Coast style mystery pack where you're guaranteed something from either base set, base 2, jungle, or fossil, and then also a chance at a full art, and then some other jazz as well. But yeah, sold one right off the rip. Like as soon as we posted it, sold one, and then have not sold any since. So that's been kind of a little depressing, but hey, we didn't go full blown into that. Just something I wanted to try out, and I'm going to continue doing as well too. Going to try to see if we can go back to the drawing board, see if we can make those a little bit more enticing. And then bulk lots as well for selling. Sold some Lorcana bulk lots. Almost got not in trouble, but almost lost our behinds on that one. It was close. So posted bulk lot, had about 350 odd cards around there, maybe 300, and posted them up. When I posted them up, I learned about volume pricing. I was like, oh, this is cool. Volume pricing. So you get a discount for the more you order. Like, ah, neat. Post this up. Posted our quantity at about 5. It was per 100. The Lorcana Bolt. Posted our quantity at 5. Like, all right, somebody's going to maybe buy one. By that time, somebody buys one. I'll have opened up a bunch more Lorcana and I'll have more, and I won't have to really worry about it. Well, within about the first day, somebody ordered an order of 400 cards. Okay, I don't have 400 cards. So we took the order. The order was about, I think it was $10 for every 100. I think it was $10 for every 100. Let me look right here. Yeah, $10 for every 100. And somebody had ordered 4 of them, and I needed about another 50 odd cards. So like, okay, what are we gonna do here? Didn't know anybody that had any Lorcana, so we went down and we bought enough packs of Lorcana to end up filling the order, because on the bulks also we had no duplicates, right? So no duplicates. So we had to go through all of them, put all the cards on my kitchen table, like each 100. Had to go through every one and make sure each 100 had no duplicates. I was not prepared for that at all. I would say if you're gonna do bulk lots, you need to definitely 100% make sure that they're already ready to go. And probably do them ahead of time. Like do the 100, get them already set, then post it. I was a little eager beaver and was like, hey, I got like 300 Lorcana cards here. Let's post a 100 card lot. see what happens. And then they did, and then that happened. But we ended up, turning the Lorcana, we're turning it into content, the pack openings as well. And, we made sure to open packs of stuff that we didn't have, so I didn't have to worry about any duplicates. And we got, not some crazy pools, but also some good pools that we're able to post up by themselves individually as well. So, the cards that we bought ended up being like $20. So, it's not like we spent more than what we made, and we're able to get some back too because of the pools that we had, and, get some content out of it as well too. So highly recommend doing that. And that was a mistake that we came across and that we're learning from and have learned from. And we won't be posting any more bulk lots until things are already sorted out and things of that nature. Another thing that just came to mind too from those bulk lots, when I was scrambling, filling the amount of cards, I had some cards that I had listed in my other binder, because it's a certain amount of foils that I was giving with these as well. And so I put some foils in some cards that I had listed into the bulk lot to kind of fill it up and to kind of, a thank you for the big order and stuff like that too. Make sure they had some good stuff in there. Except for I forgot to end the posting on some of the cards that I had added in there. And then so, a month later, somebody orders one of those cards that I had still listed, but I had already put it in the bulk lot. It wasn't anything crazy. It was like a dollar card, maybe like a $2 card tops. So I'm searching for this card, and then lo and behold, I remember, oh crap, I put it in with that bulk lot. So I messaged the person right away, and I explained to them the issue, deeply apologized, and then I sent them like 6 cards that were like quadruple the price of the $2 card, you know what I mean? So they got a good haul in place of it. They said totally okay, they're fine with it and stuff, and they appreciate me, getting in front of it and, sending them a much higher value than what they originally had. So that worked out. And then obviously I made sure the cards that I sent, I took those listings off so I didn't have that problem again. So that's a lesson as well too. If you're gonna take cards from one spot and put them in another, or put them in somewhere else, make sure the listing's taken down so you don't have that problem. And if for some reason you do have that problem and you find yourself in this situation, do the right thing and let them know right away. And, in my case, I decided to give them a higher value. So I lost obviously on that, but it was more so about the interaction with the customer and the relationship with the customer rather than, just canceling the order and giving them some BS stuff. It's like, yeah, I screwed up. When you screw up, own it, get in front of it, because you're building a brand and you're trying to build a reputation, and you don't want, bad stuff. You don't want to do bad business. It's not good. You're not going to last, so. That was my thing. That was some of the lessons that we learned in that last month. And then I would say another lesson is picking up stuff like this, as you can see. Yeah, that's fake. That's clear as day fake. So what happened with these, went to go buy a collection from some folks who posted it on Facebook Marketplace. This stack, maybe like a little bit more stack, was in a much larger stack, like that big stack of cards, right? They're all sleeved in like game sleeves, not penny sleeves, like that had the back covered and stuff like that. And we are out in the blazing sun, like 95, 97 degrees. Sun is shining like a mother. And looking at these cards, and let me just say, if you're gonna check out cards, you're gonna buy a collection, try to do it either indoors or take them out of sleeves and stuff, because when these are in sleeves and the sun is shining, it is actually difficult to tell that these are not real. But as soon as I got home and I start going through the cards and I take these out of the sleeves, I was hit with the ultimate realization that these suckers were fake. And in this stack and in the other stack too, were some of the main cards, like some of the main reasons why, not fully, Like we got some good ones. We have the Pokemon Go Mewtwo V, the Snorlax VMAX. There were some good cards in there for sure. But then there were some others in this stack where it was just like, oh, no way this just happened. So I got a little nervous. I start questioning and second guessing myself, like, do I even know what a real card looks like anymore? So I took the stack of like hits really out of the collection, went down to a local shop and was like, hey man, I don't trust myself anymore. Can you look at these and see if these are real? Because I have a stack of these that aren't. And so they were super nice. The guys at the card shop, able to look at them. They're like, yeah, these are all legit. The stack that I had given them. So felt a lot better. The people that I bought them from, they honestly didn't know. They had bought them from like some gas station, you know what I mean? And they ended up being fake. It was all like, it was genuine. Nobody was trying to do bad business with anybody. But I would say if you're going to buy collections, make sure you try to take them out of the sleeve at least a little bit partial way. Confirm, especially if you're outside, sun's glaring on them and it is hard to see. Take your time, look at collections fully before you make that purchase. That's another lesson that we learned. But thankfully, we made it out of that unscathed. Got a little bit of our money back from the fake cards too, and so it worked out as well because it was nobody trying to do anybody wrong in the end. But yeah, those are some lessons that we've learned along the way, and I'm sure there will be many, many more. And overall, those are our strategies that we covered with eBay and TCG Player. We have our website is up, vault99games.com. We are currently not taking orders on there because we don't have any sealed product or anything like that. We are going to be taking orders. We're going to be doing bulk lots from there. We're going to be doing mystery packs and a few other things that will be up. It is up. The website's up now, but we're not taking orders and things like that. But that's going to be an avenue that'll help out with not taking as much fees and things like that, and try to make a brand that can stand on its own 2 feet. So we want to eventually be heavily pushing traffic to the website. That's something that we actively are working on, getting the business legitimized. We have in the background, we have our LLC official now, our seller's permit and things like that. We're definitely very serious about this and want to take it to that next level. Working on potentially some Japanese sealed product, potentially maybe. Working with some Japanese sellers, resellers, and getting their pricing charts, seeing if it's going to be worth it, figuring out exactly what we want to do with it. If we want to sell the boxes or sell the packs individually or do, rips, I don't know. I don't know yet, but the idea of getting some is enticing. Just got to find the right price and figure out exactly what we want to do with it. So that may be something down the line that we may work into, is some Japanese products, just trying to find the right person to deal with. Yeah, I think that's, as far as sealed product goes, until the market really takes a nosedive and comes back to reality, there just isn't a way that we're going to get a distributor for English product. And even if we get a distributor, probably get anything allocated to, because we're just not at that point yet to be able to order things to where we get them allocated. There's too many bigger players out there right now, and with a lot of distributors not wanting to work with online retailers as well too, it's going to be a little difficult. So what's next for us? We need to figure out a way to get more product, and how we're going to do that is we are going to look into vending some card shows. We have coming up here at the beginning of July, our first submission of slabs is finally coming back. We're expecting 20 slabs to come back. We just sent off today another 20. So we'll have 40 in total in sub point, but that other 20 won't come back in 3 months. So to think about that right now is kind of meh. Not even gonna bother. But at the beginning of this month, we're gonna have 20 cards slabbed up and back, adding to our inventory. And once I get those slabs in, I'm gonna continue to build up the inventory in buying collections and things of that nature. And then we're gonna hit up a show because we need to get more inventory. And if we can't be a brick and mortar right now, because it's just not feasible, and we just, not even in question, we have to be able to position ourselves in a way to have people come to us and we can buy for a price that makes sense for us. And obviously you get the benefit of being a vendor is that you can, buy at the, 70% market price, obviously, depending on the deal and stuff like that. But being able to buy at a price where our margins work and we're actually able to make some money and we're not just playing ring around the rosy, just with our money, you know what I mean? Just making the same amount, spending the same amount over and over. We need to actually bring some revenue in and make some money. So that's what we're going to do next. Vault 99 Games is going to be at a card show near you, buddy boy. And it's going to be awesome. That's what the next step is. I think I'm going to get a banner made for either, I don't know if I want to do the front of the table, have a banner hanging over, or like a stand-up kind of behind, probably a stand-up kind of behind, figure something out. But I need to get some banners done of the logo and things of that nature. Find some shows. There's always shows happening around here where I'm at and stuff like that. So I got to get on the wait list of one of those. Gonna do that. And that's where we're gonna be next. Gonna do some videos. I don't think I'm gonna live stream or record the whole thing, but I think we're gonna have a setup there to be able to do some for sure. I definitely want to do some recording, make some content, stuff like that. So that's where we're headed next, folks. Vault 99 Games is gonna vend a card show. And then obviously we'll have plenty to talk about that as well. And then that hopefully we'll have our next milestone video, that the vending show will get us to that next milestone video, and we'll be able to kind of talk about that. I might do a video after that too, just talking about the experience in general and seeing how that goes. But yeah, that's where we're at next, folks. The vending is around the corner and then we go from there. But $2,000 in sales down, slow and steady. 3,000 on the horizon. Currently as it stands, we're at about $2,321 in sales on eBay and about $190 to $200 in TCG players. So we're about 2,500 right now. A little late on this video, but hey, we are working slowly but surely. That 3,000 milestone is just around the corner, and then we just keep climbing from there, baby. I appreciate everybody taking the time to watch this video. Join the ranting, join the raving. Comment down below something. I don't know. Whatever you want. Drop a comment. Drop a comment on the best card you have pulled this last month. Any game, doesn't matter. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, Dragon Ball Z. Pull any card down below, or your best pulls. Comment down below. If you got a picture, post a picture I'd like to see. Don't forget to subscribe for notifications when we hit our next milestone and anything fun like that. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is Maple. I've been your host. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Bye.